I would like to especially say a very big welcome to everyone here today, the chairman and our distinguished speakers, as well as our honorable panelists. I have the cash flow expert seated here today, and I also have a digital entrepreneur joining this particular conversation. My first question for Mr. Tade Cash is, as a cash flow entrepreneur, I'm sure you're one person who is very particular about, you can get it, go for it, you have that, look at the opportunities right in front of you, go for it. So now, can you please tell us in about a minute or two, what you think really is, or what do you think maximizing opportunity is? Like, what does it mean to maximize opportunity? Looking at it from the financial intelligence aspect.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, so when you look at life generally, for me, I went to school, I studied economics. By the way, I had a first class studying economics. And you will realize that in the course of doing that for 4 years, looking at the books, reading it every single day, there is no professor that comes into the classroom to talk to me about my personal economy. There is only one class in all of the 4 years that talk about my personal economy. And it's very simple. It's just one line, one lecture. That means the process has already been rigged against you for you not to be financially successful. So you left school and you are wondering, like, okay, I know all these books. I can do all this stuff. And then the best deal that will have been for you is to go and be a lecturer. And you don't want to be a lecturer, so the game is against you already. So what do? Opportunities is like beauty. It's in the eyes of the beholder. And so one thing that makes opportunity real for people is the capacity that you have developed. Opportunity is everywhere. It's like the air that you breathe, but you can't see it if you don't develop the channel and the room for you to be able to see it. So we're in this room today. I was coming when my boy is talking. And I was watching online when he was talking about intelligent and being smart. And you can see that we have been carried away with smartness, but smartness limits you if you are not intelligent. So this is it. If you want to maximize opportunity, the first thing is be truthful to yourself. I need to become the kind of person that attracts opportunity. If I don't become that kind of person, it's like shading your own shadow. You will shade it till you are 90 and you will never get anything. So it begins with you, not the outside. You. That means if you are not becoming it, you cannot have it. Right. It's very, very practical.
Very, very practical. When he said it's in you, it just kept reminding me of Papilo. That advert from Peak Milk back in the day, right? Somebody is getting me, right? Interested. So yes, it's in you and it starts from right within. And that's very important point to take on. Let's go to the digital entrepreneur. We're talking about opportunities, and you have rightly said that there are so many of them, and it starts from what you can see within you. On the external front, we have so many digital tools. In this age, it's the 21st century, and a lot of people are talking about how you need to maximize this, maximize that tool, this tool, and that tool. As a digital entrepreneur, can you share with us some of the tools, that should be maximized when we're talking about financial intelligence, building a business, and entrepreneurship?
Okay, thank you. It's good to be here. I think it's very important for us to understand that technology is just to make it to be effective and efficient to achieve more. So you're doing things manually and then you introduce what makes you do things in a very simplified way. That's just what technology is about. And so if you're introducing technology to achieve many things, you have to first master your game. You stay on your strengths. You use the tools that you know that you are good at. It's either you learn it, you outsource to someone who knows how to do it for you to be able to achieve more of your results when you're using technology. Now, talking about maximizing and taking advantage of different platforms, I think that you need to understand that when you're on the internet, you don't compete, but you collaborate. Because you can't compete with a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They're big enough, they have resources, they have investors, And then if you're just starting up, you don't have that, what you have to do is to think around collaborating with just platforms. Now, so you've got Facebook that can segment for you effectively where those people are. Then you need to begin to think about what you're doing on the platform. Now, you don't become a noise maker talking about what is happening, but you become a money maker. To become a money maker means that you have a product or service that you want to sell to a starving crowd on the internet, and then you maximize that platform to make it happen. So how does it work? It's simple. For instance, I take a Facebook, I have a product, I'm selling shoes. I want to look for people that have the capacity to buy from me. I do my statistics appropriately. I place my advert to reach those people. What I'm doing is that I'm collaborating with that platform to reach out to people on the platform who are willing to buy my product once they see it, and then I can use technology to achieve so much for myself to make more money. So it means that you need to begin to think around why you are on that platform and what you are selling to people who are starving crowd on that platform, and how much you can make faster, easier, being simplified to make more money for yourself on the internet. That's one of the ways to maximize that platform called social media.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for them. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still talking about generating wealth, maximizing money. This digital tool that you were trying to explain to us earlier on, is it part of the things we really need to generate this wealth? He's just told us that getting wealth or generating wealth is possible. How then do we do it using those tools?
Okay, so I think Thaddeus has done a lot of foundation for me, and I think it's very important for us to just walk through some practical steps. So if you want to make money on the internet using the digital tools, you must understand that you work with what I call the P's. So you must develop your passion, discover and develop your passion. Because many people are passionately poor just because they don't understand the business side of their passion. There's a business side of what you know how to do. There's a business side of what you know how to do. And then you have to begin to discover and develop that passion. Then you look for those people. That's the second P. The first P is discover your passion. The second P is discover the people in which those passion you're willing to serve with. So it means that on the internet, you have different kinds of people. You have the buyers, you have the sellers, you have the scammers. Who do you want? People that want to buy what you know how to do. So for you to be able to sell to those people what you know how to do, you have to begin to think about the problem of those people on the internet. So that's the third P. I've got a passion. I'm looking for the people in which my passion connects to. I'm looking for the problem of those people. Then I begin to think about what value can I bring to that marketplace in exchange for money, which is your product. You don't get online without selling something. You must be selling a solution. Your solution has to be put together in a product. Your solution must meet the people in which your passion that you've created in a product format connect to those people. And then you begin to think around how do you package it. Many a times you see something on Jumia, Konga, e-commerce site, you get interested, you do an impulse buying, and by the time it comes to you, you're asking the question, is this what I ordered for? There's a part of the packaging of what attracts people online based on the content you're willing to give them that you have put in the product. And then you begin to now scale up to say, how much do I want to make in this marketplace? And that goes to the next P, which is your platform. So you've got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, from your passion to the people, to the problem, to the product, to the packaging, and then you are in the market to want to sell. How much you want to sell determines how much advert you want to place, how much targeted audience you want to get out there, and then what you want to do on that platform to generate more money for yourself. And then you think around the profit, except you're running an NGO. If what you are doing is for you to make profit, it means that you need to begin to think about how do I get return on investment, putting those products together in a solution that will meet the people's needs on the internet, and then that begins to work. So it means that all of the things I've explained is what you have to first do. And then where you now come up to begin to look at a way to scale it up is that platform called the digital platform. So LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, how much more do you understand in leveraging on that market to make more money for yourself? So it means that what has happened to many of you is that you have been passing over opportunity repeatedly without understanding how to turn your passion to profit using the internet.
Interesting. I met a young lady on the red carpet earlier on, and she did mention that she had to forfeit a boat cruise to be here. And I know what that means. For someone who is obsessed with water, I know what it means to forfeit a boat cruise. And she did mention that she means business coming here. She wants to know how to deal with money. And I was just wondering if you can take us through that step of how do I move from managing money to maximizing money?
Okay, so I believe so much. My daddy is here, still going to have a section on money that I believe is going to maximize us. However, this is it. It's a money has a personality. There is a personality that money has. For instance, I grew up learning that if you, for instance, mess up with money, the intelligence of money is going to work against you. And that's why many a time people say, don't love money. But that is fact, and it is scriptural, that the love of money is the root of all evil. However, there is a dimension that is not written, but it's written in my heart. You know what that dimension says? Don't love money, but you must do what money loves. Okay? So many people don't do what money loves, and they are wondering why they are broke. Many people don't do what money loves. Money loves to be respected. Money loves commitment. Money loves to work. That is why if you work for money for the rest of your life, you are going not anywhere. Why? Because imagine you have a boss that never sleeps. Imagine you have a boss that works 24 hours, and if he doesn't go home, you don't go home. Then what happened to you? That is money. So money is better used than to allow money to use you. So this is it. It begins with intelligence. It begins with clarity. It begins to know that this is a money planet. Now, no matter what you want to do, money is not everything, but it affects everything. Now, if you don't understand that money affects everything, you will not take money serious. And people that don't take it serious don't have serious money. So if you want to have it serious, you need to be unapologetic that you want to be rich. It is spiritual to be rich. It is, practical to be rich. It is, very important that you come to that state. And you see, some people can buy a School of Money book right now that will hide it when they're on the road. Because they don't want people to see them carrying a book that has money on it. Now, how do you become wealthy being ashamed of something that symbolizes wealth? You are scamming yourself. So this is fundamental. You need to come to terms with it, that poverty is not poetic. You need to come to the reality that poverty is demonic in nature, and it reduces the wisdom of a man to a noise. Until you come to terms with that, you will never take it serious. And wealth cannot be built with a man that wants it as an interest. Wealth is only built by a man that wants it as a commitment. So until you are committed, money don't open up its votes to you. So it is important that we know that Financial Intelligence Summit is not for people that are interested in money. It's for people that are committed to the influence they can make with money. Because let me tell you, your influence can become hybrid omnipresent with money. It means that you can be in a place that you are not physically. That means you can affect generations even when you are dead. I tell you for free that people that have mastered money, when they are dead, their impact will still be speaking. And that is why we are here today. We're not here to get by. We are here to get ahead. So you need to understand that this is the old game. The old game is you can build wealth, but it begins with managing. Managing means you must master making it. The first rule is you must make it. You see, you can't manage what you don't have. So you must master high income skill. And then after you have made it, you want to save it. You see, saving is for financial discipline. Investing is for financial abundance. Do you understand that? That means you save for financial discipline, you invest for financial abundance. That means if you save, you have discipline. That means that is the essence of saving. You save for discipline. That means you can go window shopping without taking away the window. That is, savings. That means you go there, you save your money, you check it as I'm coming back. But this is it. haven't saved, what do you do with your savings? You know, you have to look for investment vehicle, asset. For me, I'm big. I want to invest in real estate, income producing asset. That's what I do. But this is it. It begins with high income skill, ability to sell, ability to negotiate, ability to lead, ability to be courageous. Those are high income skill. Let me tell you, the world pay a man for being courageous than being smart. Because you see, you can be speaking of what you don't know, but you are speaking of it courageously, and people will still be paying you.
Right.
You understand? But you know, you can know something and you are speaking of it timidly. And people will always this one saying. And they will go and pay a man that seems like an ignorant, but because he's courageous. So courage is an high income skill. Courage is cash flow. That means if you don't have it, you have nothing. So you need to understand that. You need to be committed. And after that, you need to begin to save. Save, not just for saving, save to thrive. Save to look for opportunity. Because you see, the Latin word for saving is preparing. That means when you are saving, you are preparing for something. So what are you preparing for when you are saving? And then after you save, then begin to invest. You are not investing to take risks. You are investing to get rich. All right? So that means you need to understand that. You put your money in Zylus, you are investing to get rich. You are doing things because you know you want to get rich. Nobody gets rich in this world without investment. If anybody show you is rich without investment, it's a scam. Check it out. It's not rich. So thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So my question is to both of you. We talked about passion, and this is Nigeria. Passion doesn't work to an extent. An average person got into an industry because they see a gap there. They got into it, got that platform, and they're making something out of it. How then do you just see an opportunity and you don't have a passion for it and you still maximize it and it feels like you have a passion for it? That's the first thing. Second thing, Mr. Tade, what's the biggest skill that you think a person needs for closing a deal? You are probably the best closer that we've ever had. The biggest skill. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, where do we start? I think we should answer the first question.
Okay, so I think we need to understand that you may not need to know everything, but you can still achieve whatever you want to achieve. It's all about you understanding how to integrate the right people into your system to achieve what you want to achieve. So for instance, I'm very good in speaking, very good in writing, but I don't need to be everywhere. All I have to do is to look for a way of maximizing my strength with the other things that I don't have, which is my weaknesses. So if I need to hire someone who needs to get my rights up on Amazon for me to make more money, it means that I will activate the right persons. So what he's trying to do, or what you're trying to say is that because you're passionate about something, you know the passion doesn't work. It means that you have missed some certain steps you need to integrate. So I can be passionate about something, but I need to understand how I can turn that passion to profit, which is whatever we're talking about. It means that if I need my books to go online, what do I need? How do I put the payment system? How do I promote? He's talking about courage. He's talking about closing this deal. So who do you need to speak to? He's talking about promoting. So who do I need to connect to help me promote this, my campaign, to the right people to see my product to close the sales? You can't do everything. That is the essence of technology. You can't do everything. That is the essence of you collaborating and looking for the right people in your team for you to turn that passion to profit for yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Tadekash.
All right, thank you very much, Samson. My friend that asked that question, for many years, people have been told that it takes two to make a sale. But it doesn't take two to make a sale, it takes one to make a sale. One person needs to be sold that something needs to be sold. That means the moment you are sold on it, you see, there are many dreams that nobody believes in when you started it. But you know, you are sold on it. And when you are sold on something, with time, humanity always follows the man that is sold on something. That means you get to a prospect and you are asking a question, this product can be sold, and he said, let me think about it. If I am sold on it, I'm going to ask you to think about what, all right? Because there is something you need to think about. But in a nutshell, because there is no time, this is it. Closing is a mentality before it becomes an activity.
Please celebrate them, yes. Celebrate them. This is the only country where you see a photographer taking pictures and they're the ones smiling. Let's celebrate them, celebrate them. Thank you so much.